Okay, so today I lost. One of my biggest losers was about $20 down today, and it was horrible trading on pretty much all fronts. I sold before a stock hit my stop loss, and it wasn't that it was kind of just crashing, and I just had the intuition to get out. It was a lot of money. It was Shopify. They're pretty high spreads. I was going up more than I was comfortable and going down more than I was comfortable. So I let my emotions and nerves get the best of me. I got too jumpy, even though I should stick to my system where before I enter a trade, I am okay with it hitting my stop loss and I'm okay with taking a loser because I know that when statistically, this trade will work out. And if it doesn't, it just does not work out so much that I lose money or over time consistently lose money. Anyway. So the first trade I took pretty much out of the gates was on Apple AAPL. What I really like to look for in the first couple minutes if I'm going long on a stock is a 1 minute pullback. Essentially, this is what happens. The stock shoots up, and then, of course, buyers who just bought or people who invested in Apple before want to take profits. So you see some profit taking and some price action going down, which is fine. The sellers kind of get out of the way. It kind of refreshes the stock. Where I would like to enter is the first 1 minute candle to make a new high, which would be right here, kind of that 301.89. But I wasn't fully focusing. I was watching many different charts, and I kind of saw it pushing up, so I got in pretty much right for the break over here, which was about, I got filled at 302.53. So about right there. So, that's a massive difference. Just those couple cents is a lot. If you look at, let's see how much of a percent that is. I don't know why it's not kind of cooperating here. There you go. It's almost 0.2% of just a difference because of my entries. And I like to enter here, but I entered up there. Anyway. It was kind of just turning to the side. I ended up selling it for a loss at 957.45. So 957 on this candle right here. Okay, so this is what happened. If you take a look at SPY, the 1 minute on SPY today was pretty interesting. It kind of opened up here. So it opened up, double tap, double top, and just kind of trended down the rest of the day. So I didn't like that. I don't like to trade against the markets. If the market's going down, I want to be on the short side. If the market's going up, I want to be on the long side. And honestly, I'm not too comfortable getting long in this market nowadays because of what's going on. I think the market's way too extended and it's due for a pullback. So I'm pretty happy it kind of pulled back because I think there's way too much irrational exuberance and people just looking and jumping on stocks just to put their money somewhere, and it's not healthy for the economy. It's not healthy for the public investor. So I'm happy it pulled back today. Anyway, so SPY starts coming down. I don't like that. I'm still in my Apple position here. What I should have done, obviously in hindsight's obviously not predictable because it is in hindsight, I should have sold pretty much about here. But it didn't hit my price target. What I was looking for was at least $1, and that wasn't $1. Why wasn't it $1? Because my entry was right here. I chased it. What I should have done, watched it come back up, have it come down, test the same support, and then go back up. That should have been my entry. That's the issue. If you don't enter at the right time, then everything is messed up. You have a larger stop, meaning you're risking more, and you have to wait longer in the hopes of the stock rising even further to hit your profit target. So on both ends, it's problematic. So that was my first loser. I lost around $5.71. And by accident, I don't know what happened, but for some reason, when I opened up my trading software, 5 shares were entered instead of 1, so I ended up taking 5 shares with a $5.71 loser, which is pretty big considering I only traded with 1 share. The next stock was Shopify, SHOP. Let's take a look at Shopify here. Shopify, just taking a look at the daily, it has been ripping higher. Obviously, Shopify, the online web platform where people drop ship and sell stuff. Let's look at the daily. Wow. So this thing is ripping higher. And in hindsight, it's actually kind of foolish of me I ended up going short at one point in the stock, which was really foolish. So if you take a look at the daily chart, you see it's been making some nice moves. So you see Corona coming down, kind of rebounds up here, kind of consolidates, a little cup and handle action, and then it shoots up. So yesterday, I'm pretty sure, was earnings, and today, the second day continuation, this is a critical day. This is when investors who miss the first day, their earnings play yesterday, try to come in and bump the stock higher. They get FOMO, so they want to invest. Usually, you don't want to be shorting into this. You want to be going long on a second day kind of continuation. Okay, so let's take a look at the 1 minute chart. I entered Shopify, one share for $692.20 at 940. So let's go 940 here. It's looking a little choppy. 940. Okay. Let's switch it to the 5 minute because that's going to look a little bit better. I usually don't trade the 5 minute chart until around 10, 10:15, 10:30 when things start to slow down. Okay. That's a few days ago. Here we go. Okay. So I get in at 940. Right here. So I get in at 692. Again, pretty high fill. Now this was pushing up. This was breaking its high. That's fine. But again, the first 1 minute candle make a new high. Makes a new high. I get it. It pulls back down. And so it could have been problematic. My stop would have been pretty much down here. What I should have done was just wait. If it doesn't hit my stop, don't sell. And I was scared that because SPY was coming down, Shopify might come back down too. The issue was, if you started to look at the market, SPY wasn't having that much of an influence on Shopify anyway. And because the reason why is because this is the second day continuation type move. I should have held, let the sellers, let the buyers take some profit, get ready for round two, where it then jumps from 690 all the way up to around. This is not cooperating here. There we go. Almost a 5% move, just like that, in almost less than half an hour. That's crazy of a move. So at the end of the day, I need to be more patient. I need to follow my system. But I'm down around $20. The last trade I took was getting short Shopify. I don't even want to think about it. It was that painful. I thought, okay, if this is way too extended on the daily, it has to come down. I ended up getting short around here, made some money, and it kind of just came back up and then continued to rip throughout the day. All in all, my lessons, I need to stick to my system, not get too emotional, which is obviously more easier said than done, and focus more, just get in the zone and do it.